Okay guys, this is my first attempt at making a video, so be patient with me. Obviously I'm like 8 months pregnant, so a little forgetful, so bear with me. I wanted to go over some cloth diaper basic information. I'll post more videos that have more in-depth information, different brands, more into the different styles and what we do and what works for us. But I wanted to give some basic information for all the newbies out there that are wanting more information about cloth diapering or curious about it, have heard about it, are pregnant, thinking about it, doing it with your first child, because there's a lot of information out there. So I want to start with the most basic type of cloth diapers and then get into the more complicated. Also, it kind of does start with the less expensive and into the more expensive. First type of cloth diaper is going to be a flat, which you're going to say this looks like a receiving blanket. That's because it is. Lots of people use flour sack towels that you can get in the kitchen section at Walmart or your grocery store, and they're about $1 a piece. Or you can go old receiving blankets. Did you have a girl before? Now you're having a boy and you have a million pink blankets. Great use for those to reuse, recycle. Hand-me-downs are great for it. Your baby's gonna potty and poop in it, so it really doesn't matter what it looks like. So great inexpensive way to cloth diaper if you're on a budget. For us, we don't use this because there is a whole lot of folding that can go into them. There's tons of videos out on YouTube about different types of folds that you can do to make them fit different types of babies at different ages. But for my husband, he said absolutely no way is he going to be messing with all of that. So, and to hold the cloth diaper, or to hold the flat, you will have to have some sort of closure. I'll go over those different types, as well as these diapers do require a cover, and I will go over different types of covers in a minute as well. Next type of diaper, a little less complicated, still requires a closure, still requires a cover, because these are not waterproof. This is a pre-fold, so they come in quite a few different sizes. They have a thicker panel in the middle with a thinner panel on the edge. A couple different options with these. There are fold, jelly roll fold, and that sort of thing, where you can make the entire diaper and pin it on your baby with a closure and put a cover over this. Or lots of people just fold it in thirds and use that inside of a cover, or inside of a pocket, which we'll get to. We really like pre-folds for newborns because they're pretty inexpensive. You can get them from anywhere $1 to $3 depending on the brand, the type. They do come in organic and they come in unbleached. This is a bleached one, so obviously it's white. But they're also pretty inexpensive, like the flats, and pretty versatile as far as things you can do with them, and they hold up really well as well. And they're nice and soft. So those two require the closures. The two types of closures we have at our house. One is called a snappy. So this goes on the little tabs and this goes down the crotch. And I'll post more details when I post my video about pre-folds and that sort of thing. And then they do have diaper pins as well. I notice most people are either really into snappies or really into pins, so it's kind of whatever works for you. We're a snappy family here, but we do have pins, but I just am not really a fan. But personal preference, either one of them works great. Okay, next type of diaper is going to be a fitted diaper. This is a Thirsties fitted. This does also require a cover, but the entire diaper is completely absorbent. So there is no insert. Some do have a snap-in insert though, but this one does close with Velcro. You can also get ones that close with snaps. but pretty basic. These are really popular for overnight. You can get them, this Thirsties one, I think it's about 15 bucks. I got it on sale through their website. You can get some fitted diapers, depending on the brands, for upwards of $40. So it depends on what you're willing to spend, but great option for overnight. So those first three all require a cover. So types of covers. This is your basic waterproof diaper cover. It's made of something called PUL, which is a laminated fabric. This one is a Velcro closure also. They call it Aplix. And it does have 2 rows of elastic around the thighs to help hold in everything, which is great. The good thing about these covers is if you have like a pre-fold or something in here and it doesn't get dirty as far as poopy, you can always take a wipey and wipe it out and reuse the cover, so you don't have to wash it every time, because they are waterproof, like I said, and you can wipe them down. Now this cover, just a real basic cover, no special pockets or anything inside. This is from Blueberry. We really like this cover, but I will say it's a pretty big, it's a one size cover, but it runs pretty big, but it's great over fitteds. The next cover, this is actually a newborn cover, and so it is just size. So you see it doesn't have the snaps down the front. The Blueberry has the snaps down the front to adjust the size. This is a one size, so it does not have that. But it again is just your basic waterproof fabric. But it also, this one only has a single elastic around the legs. We prefer the double. I think it kind of contains everything a little better, especially with little babies. This is another cover. This is a Bumpkins cover. Let's snap this. And the reason I wanted to show you this cover is it actually, when you look at it here on the inside, it has a front and back pocket. So if you've got something like a pre-fold that you are folding up and putting in it, or different types of inserts, you can go and tuck them under there quite nicely, and that kind of helps hold that all in place. So that's good as well. Next type of cover, and on the PUL covers, they're anywhere, you can get newborn ones for $5 or $6. I think the Blueberry one, I think we paid $12 or $13 for it. You can get them, I've seen them up to 20 bucks. Next cover, fleece cover. These are really popular at night. Lots of work at home moms make them. I made this one. They're pretty easy to sew. If you have scraps or something left over, just have an extra soaker that's sewn into them. And they're pretty cute. You can find lots of fleece fabrics. You can use old blankets and recycle them, which is actually what I did with this one. But definitely another good option, pretty inexpensive. The third type of cover we don't have, but is really popular right now, is a wool cover. With the fleece covers and the wool covers, they're more breathable than the PUL cover, so lots of people like that. And if you have a baby that has sensitive skin to the PUL fabric, then the other type of covers are really good. The wool covers can be reused without having to be washed, which is a big advantage of wool. But they're also pretty expensive, which is why we don't have any. Next type of diaper. So that's everything that needs a cover and the types of covers. Next type of diaper is called a pocket diaper. And I have 2 of these to show you. So it is exactly what it sounds like. It is a diaper, and it's a diaper that has a pocket. And so there are 2 types. Well, there's quite a few types, but so this one is a minky fabric, and this is just honestly, I think, personal preference. So it's soft and kind of velvety feeling, and this is just the PUL fabric, and so it doesn't have that soft texture. Just a personal preference. But here you can see this diaper is already stuffed, so it's kind of fluffy. And some people don't like to stuff diapers, so they don't like pockets. And here's the opening here. This is a Bum Genius pocket. So right now there's nothing in here. And so you put an insert into these diapers. We use mainly pockets. They come in a ton of cute prints and a ton of different brands. They range from $5 for China cheapy diapers to, we have a blueberry diaper. I think that's the most expensive one that we have. That is like a $25 diaper. But there are advantages to all of them. The reason we like pockets is because they're really versatile and you can put a bunch of different things in them. We use our pre-folds that we talked about earlier, and we fold these in thirds and stuff these into our pockets, and that's what we do at night. Works great for us. But like any disposable diaper, you kind of have to just figure out what works for you. And same with the brands. What works for one person won't work for another. And what works for one baby won't work with another, depending on how your baby's built. A couple different types of inserts. Like I said, we use the pre-fold at night here. We also use some Babyland 5-layer charcoal bamboo inserts. Really, really like these. The only downside, as far as we're concerned, is that, and it doesn't matter with this diaper, but with your lighter color diapers, if you have a yellow diaper, you can sometimes see this dark insert through it. If it doesn't bother you, it's not a big deal. Sometimes it bothers me, sometimes it doesn't, depending on my day and my mood. Most diapers, when you order them, come with a microfiber insert, which this is your basic microfiber insert. Microfiber cannot go against baby skin. It will give baby a rash, so it does have to go inside the pocket. If you wanted to, like for the charcoal bamboo, you could just lay it in here like this and put it on baby if you wanted to, but microfiber cannot go against baby skin. Next type of insert, we just have a couple. This is a Zorb insert. We just got these, trying them out. I like them. They're pretty absorbent for us. Use them during the day, and then I use them on my light colored diapers because then they don't show through. I think that's it for pockets. Next, I have an all-in-two system, or pod system sometimes called. This is a soft bums. So it kind of looks like a pocket, but it doesn't have a pocket. Some of them will have a lining like this, some of them will just be the PUL waterproof fabric. And it has a snap-in soaker. So you can adjust the absorbency to what your baby needs. This is a super soaker for like a toddler, older child. They do have a smaller one as well for a newborn. So these are kind of cool because you could have one cover in your diaper bag and just carry 5 or 6 soakers and swap them out. So that's really neat. We like those. They're good for daytime. They haven't worked for us for night. They're not absorbent enough. But some people, they do work. Last type of diaper I want to talk about is an all-in-one. Also, typically the daddy diaper, the daycare diaper. This is the kind of diaper they like because it is exactly what it sounds like. It is all in one piece. So no inserts to take out, no stuffing, no folding, nothing. It's just like a disposable. You pull it out, put it on baby. This is a newborn one. Pull it out, put it on baby, take it off, put it in the diaper pail. We have newborn ones. I did have the Swaddle Simplex one size all-in-one, which we really liked as well, but my daughter's now potty trained, so they didn't work at night for us, so we got rid of them because they were girly prints and we're having a boy now. But really like those if you're looking for a good all-in-one. The disadvantages of an all-in-one, they tend to be pricey. They are pretty bulky. You can't adjust the absorbency, so it kind of is what it is, which can be enough Most of the time it's not enough for overnight, depending on your baby. And they also take a really long time to dry. Because anything that has the PUL cover, some people dry theirs. I don't dry anything that has the PUL cover. I dry it when I first get it home. First time I wash them. I do a whole bunch of hot washes to try to prep the diapers or the inserts, which we'll do a video on prepping later. And I will dry them on medium for 20 minutes. It kind of depends on how hot your dryer gets though, to help seal back any holes that were made when it was stitched. But other than that, we line dry, and I've had all-in-ones that take an entire day to dry, like 24 hours, and that's just too long for me. I don't want that mess in my laundry room. This all-in-one, this is another all-in-one. These are actually the same style and same brand, but this one was custom made. Got it through a co-op. It has a charcoal bamboo liner as opposed to this one is the cotton. But it does have a pocket. So some all-in-ones you can find with a pocket. So if for some reason this absorbency isn't cutting it for you, if you have some small newborn inserts, or if it was a full-size diaper, you can use a full-size insert to try to double stuff your all-in-one, which is kind of neat. If you have any questions, post them. I will try my best to answer. Like everything, everybody kind of has a different method to their madness. And like I said, what works for one person doesn't always work for another. But we'd be happy to tell you what works for us and what doesn't work for us.